right? It's so important for everything that we do. Why? Because all of us have emotions. Everybody sitting here have emotions. And one of the challenges is that if you don't have the ability to manage your emotions, it's likely you are not going to go far. So, Mr. Addison, why do you want to worry us? Some of us are pastors, we are reverend ministers, we are traditional leaders, we are not mad. So why emotional intelligence? Cool. So the first thing I will do is to take you through emotions and creation. The students, I'm happy to give you notes to make sure that. But I thank you for coming in your numbers and early as well. Right. All the schools that we invited are here, the special guests are all around. So when you turn your Bibles to Genesis 1:31, he said, after the creation of the universe, God stood somewhere and made a profound statement that all that I have made is good. This was God speaking. And I want to caution you that this includes emotions. God knew that there will be disappointment. God knew that there will be frustration, anger. Somebody will disappoint you. You will say, I love you. Along the line, you say, I don't love you anymore. And you'll be frustrated. So why did the God that knows everything said all that I've created is good, which included disappointment and sadness, including death? That means emotion in its originality. Christ came, very powerful gentleman, healed the dead, walked upon the sea. John 11:35, the man wept bitterly. The man that was so powerful weeping. So I asked myself, why was Christ weeping? What was the essence of that? He was emotionally intelligent. Because all the people around were weeping. And your ability to master your emotions and that of others, so that you can relate to those people empathetically, functionally, and cooperatively, determines how far you can go. He begged Moses to go back to Egypt to bring the people. But along the line, he told Moses, I have removed my smoke. Very angry today. Stand aside. I want to destroy my own people. God, did you beg me to go? You see how emotions can take you off of a very thing that you earn. You can also destroy it. So this is the first thing I want you to take. I'm not going to give you emotional intelligence definition. I may do it just for you to know, but practical, I'm moving you straight into action. And that is the difference. Now I want you to write these things down. There is one particular skill in this world. There is one particular skill in this world. All other skills sit on that particular skill. I'm talking about technicality. Very good accountant, chartered accountant, very good teacher. The skill that sits beneath all these skills is emotional intelligence. Why? If your emotional intelligence is not that good, your technical abilities can be taken off. I had a friend doctor who married for 3 years, no fruit of the womb, started drinking. He's dead and is now at Awodome. So anytime I visit Awodome, I go and find out whether he's practicing surgery at Awodome. The answer is no, Mr. Addison, we don't practice surgery here. 6 years in medicine. A social issue of what people will say have taken him off this world. That all technical issues sit on emotional intelligence. Now note, God created us in two identities, or on two identities. The very first one is relational identity. That means God created us in such a way that we will never feel comfortable to live alone. Investment has gone into this for you to get here. Why is the person or the group of people investing so heavily into this? Why are they doing this? The answer is God created us as a relational being. The second one is emotional being. God said, let's make man in our own image. He decided to invite other people. That is why you are here. And you will never be sufficient with you alone. If not, Dangote and others, they will never bother to marry. They will never bother to go into any kind of relationship. But that is how God created us. He also created us as emotional beings. Now, research has shown that without emotions, we cease to be human beings. Without emotions, we cease to be human beings. If that point is clear, then let me take you through this very basic thing. That today we are combining these two areas of our life in the shortest time possible to see how that can help us to unleash our potential. So when we say somebody is mathematically good, right? My people with the New Century, Ebenezer, and then Wesley grammar. When we say somebody is mathematically good, that means the person can solve difficult mathematical problems. So simple. If somebody is emotionally intelligent, that means the person has the ability to manage his or her emotions and that of others. Simple. That means when you are angry, frustrated, disappointed, what do? Do you kill people? Do you fight? Do you kill yourself? Because of simple, I don't love you any longer, you want to kill yourself. You are not emotionally intelligent. Why? When frustration came, you have made the frustration to God to be beating you to the situation. So when sadness, frustration, disappointment comes, how do you react? Your ability to confront these emotions and do well after that is simply your emotional intelligence. Are we making some progress? Emotional intelligence. So let me give you the ones you see in the book. I'm giving you one that you can always remember. Mature learning. Emotional intelligence. Anger has come. I'm not going to kill somebody and go to the sound because the end result will not be that good. But anger has come in a school. I don't want to fight. So I've reported to the headmaster. You are emotionally intelligent. So when you are back to the school and anybody behaves like this, somebody gets him or her angry and he picks a knife or something, tell the person you lack emotional intelligence. Put your hands together for yourself. This is your ability to make healthy choices. The word is healthy choices. When something happens, what happens to your choice? Is the choice healthy? So your ability to make healthy choices based on how accurate you can identify, understand, and manage your emotions. How you can accurately identify, understand, and manage your own emotions and that of others. So you can relate with other people empathetically, functionally, and cooperatively. This is the basic emotional intelligence. Now, from where I was trained in Canada, emotional intelligence has moved into almost 15 competency skills. So I'm going to give you another definition to sit on this one. Now, and this is it. These are indispensable. You can't do away with them. These are indispensable social and emotional skills that is needed to leverage all technicalities for success in life. These are indispensable social and emotional skills. Empathy, optimism, confidence. These are indispensable social and emotional skills that is needed to leverage all other competencies for success. That is why empathy is now part of emotional intelligence. And empathy is a social skill. Optimism is a social skill. So these are indispensable social and emotional skills that is needed to leverage all technicalities. Who is that good accountant who cannot work in a team? You will be taken off in the 21st century. Who is that young guy who has become CEO but very disrespectful at the workplace? You will not go in that far. So these are indispensable social and emotional skills that we all need to leverage all other skills. Research has shown that what distracts us from achieving results is 15% technical, 85% relational and emotional. I want you to note that. And remember, I told you that God created us in two areas: relational beings and emotional beings. That is why you don't want to live alone. That is why emotions play a critical role in your life. God loved the world. It's an emotion. Love is an emotion. That He gave His only begotten Son. But because it's God, sometimes we take it for granted. So emotions can move you to do certain things that later you can come back and feel regret. That is why it's so important that we have the ability to manage the distressed one. So if we have these 2 points, and they are saying that research is indicating that what will distract us, what will not allow us to unleash our potential is 15% technical, 85% relational and emotional. That means your ability to unleash your potential will be held down by 85% relational and emotional abilities of you. Yeah. I knew a woman in Danzuma. I used to buy water from the woman. Very respectful. One day I went there. Respect is no more. I'm no more buying from there. You are not the only person that sells ever. Yeah. So that woman is minus me now. And in a week, I don't want to tell you the money we spend on water. So you'll be sitting down there, praying all the time, but disrespecting people will not give you the what you need. Therefore, let me now take you into this simple mathematics. We are moving into unleashing your potential now. The role of EI. P is performance or productivity. Is equal to small p. Is equal to small p minus I. I hope we've gotten that one. Big P is equal to small p minus I. The big P is performance or your productivity. The small p is potential. The small p is potential. Then the small I is interferences. What we are saying is that you may be very good in some areas of our life, some endeavor, very good seamstress. Are you with me? But your productivity or your performance will depend on the interferences that you allow or not allow. So P, which is the performance, is equal to what? Potential minus interferences. Mr. Addison, what then are the interferences? Interferences, the more your productivity will be very less. This is very basic mathematics. Is that not? Yes. So interference is note. I want you to write big negative, very big one. Big negative, and underline it. Interference is equal to big negative. Underline the negative. And under that, write point 1 or A. Negative beliefs. Negative beliefs. No matter what is within you, if your beliefs are not right, forget it. The C is the B under that again, or point 2, is negative attitude. Negative attitude. Most of us will find it very difficult to unleash our potential because of negative attitude. Yes. And the last but not the least is negative behaviors. So in emotional intelligence, these 3 are the interferences we are talking about. That no matter what you carry, whether you've learned or natural, your ability to unleash that potential within you must be checked by these 3 negativities. I've worked in a bank, Every morning we go for morning devotion. You got to a time there were people falling under the anointing of God. The men of God ministry. So the bank went down. When I say went down, I hope you understand. Yes. The bank went down. You can't be disrespecting people in your area of operation and expect that they will come back to the next day. Bad attitude. We don't go to work early. When people come to our shop, we don't greet. We don't give simple data on our customers, so we don't call them. And you think you are the only person in that? No. Very soon, your productivity will be nowhere to be found. So if you are here and you want to unleash any potential in you, make sure that you minimize. There are so many things that God has not permitted, but you yourself, you have permitted it. Yourself, in unleashing your potential, you have permitted it to fiaba. God forbid, you have permitted it, so God will keep quiet. Or you don't know that the God you are serving is a very gentle God. You want it, you get it. Are you with me? Now let's move into the second thing I want you to know. Unleashing your potential. I call it power. Say it, let me hear you, the student. Power. Power. So that you don't forget it. P-O-I. P-O-I. Are you here? For my background and where I was raised, I got to know that I might have learned some of these things naturally. Now I need to come out as an extinguished or a distinguished in that space. Then certain things must be made up. So I want you to write P, O, and I. The P stands for passion. Passion. You can only unleash your potential if you are passionate about what you are doing. Students must be passionate about your studies. So my new book is coming, Building My Emotional Intelligence at the SHS level. Your SHS is time bound. You don't have 15 years to complete it. You must therefore be very passionate. And passionate is your interest plus your effort. So the P is equal to interest plus your effort. You have the interest. But what effort, what steps, what learning pathways are you embarking on to ensure that interest will be complemented by the effort? That is the only way you can remain very passionate about what you do. And note, if you find yourself here anywhere and you don't have the passion, enhance it. Enhance your passion. People that know me from the university and other places, they see me speak and say, hey, Papa no go see Akasa wahi. I must learn how to speak and speak well. So I've enhanced my passion in that area. So what are you into? Enhance your passion in there. That means pick on the learning pathway that will make you who you want to be in that plan. Have you found yourself in insurance company? Meanwhile, you had wanted to be a GNPC. Then go into insurance world studies. And make sure that you don't die because you don't like what you are doing. There is always possibility to enhance your passion. If you believe it, put your hands together for yourself. The O is optimism. Optimism. Anybody here with any talent that you lack optimism, forget it. You are not going anywhere. Yes. See. Despite the current situation, despite the occasional setback, see that it is possible. When I started wrote my first book, I sent the book to some people that some of them did not even recognize or they did not even acknowledge receipt. But last 2 years, the Methodist Ghana took me to Sunyani flight, not by road, put me in a posh hotel and bought 700 copies of the book, 35,000 straight into my pocket. Optimism. If you have it within you, but you don't see the future in that pride, despite the occasional setback, you are not going anywhere. So it is my prayer as a student here, be very optimistic about your studies, that one day I know that I will get somewhere. You see, when you are very optimistic, that means you can celebrate your small success. Learn. What do you see? 2 people were sent from abroad to Southern African countries. One of the countries I've forgotten, but it's a true story. They went there as marketing officers to go and scout so that the company will establish footwear factory there. When they got there, one of them sent a telegram those times to the companies abroad. Don't bring any machines here. Nobody here wear shoes. The other one said, please pack all the machines needed to establish a company here because everybody needs shoes. It depends on the kind of steps you wear, situations can turn around. As I stand here, neither may kind of men or from a Bank of Ghana, I won't go. From Bank of Ghana, I may go. Yes, I am telling you. They call me in Bank of Ghana, Dr. Addison, on Bank of Ghana. I know what I'm doing now. Are you? You need to be very optimistic. Very, very optimistic. Have the trust and confidence. But note, I am not talking about blinded optimism. I am not talking about blinded optimism. Therefore, right, you the student, right, blinded optimism. Optimism that is blind. Optimism that is blind. You are in a car going to Cambodia, but you are telling people, I'm going to Puerto Rico, I'm going to. Who are you deceiving? Instead of you to learn, if you are not learning, I'll get 5 days, I'll get 20 days. Where are you going to get it? Let's move to the I. Independence. You must be independent. You must. We are not talking about the fact that you may not listen to other people or superior revelations, you tell the blind that you, but a time is coming that you have to decide